In recent years, we have witnessed a surprising decline in how the Turkish media treat their own stars. One of the clearest cases is that of Can Yaman, an actor with a law degree who speaks several languages and has found success in Europe, especially in Italy, where crowds follow him through the streets and every appearance causes a stir. Yet in his own country, headlines no longer celebrate his achievements but attack him with labels like arrogant, unstable, forgotten, and even secretly married. His crime? Not fitting the mold. He is accused of talking too much, of changing after his breakup with Demet, of moving to Italy, of not following the nation's expectations. But where is the truth? The supposed secret wedding on a Greek island with an architect was just another invention. No records, no photos, no witnesses, and yet it was reported as fact. Why? Why? Because some prefer to fabricate scandals rather than accept that Can Yaman is simply living life on his own terms. At 35, he doesn't need to justify being single or explain why he isn't married. Emotional maturity comes when one begins to choose with awareness, and Can seems to be on that path. While Turkey labels him as too different, Europe celebrates him. Producers seek him, fans respect him, and his image is that of a modern man who breaks stereotypes, cares for himself, expresses emotions, and builds his own destiny. Isn't that true freedom? The tabloid press should ask, is he the problem, or is it the society that cannot tolerate those who don't conform? Judging is easy, but understanding is an act of respect. Can Yaman needs no explanations. He is writing his story, and the best may still be ahead. Demet is undoubtedly one of those artists who stand out not only for their acting talent, but for an inner strength that goes beyond what is visible. I followed her since the beginning, but it was in Daydreamer that through restrained emotions, subtle gestures, and the glances she shared with Can Yaman, she revealed an authenticity that cannot be faked. What I admire most about her is not just her talent, but her ability to stay grounded and dignified even when her life became the center of media attention. Demet has been the target of criticism, accusations, and misunderstandings. Yet she has stayed away from confrontation and scandal. While others chose exposure and controversy, she chose silence, poise, and consistent work. And that speaks louder than any statement. Her achievements speak for themselves. She didn't need noise to be recognized. With effort and dedication, she built a solid career. Her followers' messages reflect genuine admiration. Many wish her the best, away from relationships that only serve to feed someone else's ego. And I share that sentiment. Seeing her moved, showing her human side in interviews, proves that behind every actress is a real woman who suffers, loves, and strives to find balance in a world that offers no mercy. It's irritating to see some still try to pit her against Can Yaman as if they were characters in a soap opera. They experienced something special clearly, but their paths diverged, and that should not be a reason for judgment or hatred. I find it unfair that she is blamed entirely for the breakup. Why is it that when a woman chooses to prioritize her well-being, she's labeled cold or calculating? That double standard should have no place today. Demet has moved on peacefully. She has taken on new challenges, shown maturity, and continues to shine without clinging to a past story. Every post of hers conveys balance and inner peace earned through effort, not appearances. That is the Demet I admire, a coherent, strong woman with her feet firmly on the ground. It surprises me that some media still try to dissect her every move, looking for hidden motives where there are none. Why not focus instead on her artistic journey and personal growth? She deserves to be recognized for her merits, not turned into the object of an endless drama that no longer belongs to her. To me, Demet represents that kind of modern woman who doesn't ask permission to be authentic. She makes her choices without answering to anyone, and that unsettles those stuck in the past. She makes her choices without answering to anyone, and that unsettles those stuck in the past. But it is precisely her way of being that inspires so many. Not because she's flawless, but because she's genuine. In a world where everything intimate is exposed, she has managed to preserve a private corner. And that nowadays is an act of courage. Beyond her past with Can Yaman, beyond rumors and made-up stories, I choose to see Demet for who she truly is, a complete artist, an upright woman, and an example of dignity. And that deserves my utmost respect. Still, there are those who criticize her, not just for her history with Can, but for her personal life choices. Some comments, like those saying she had a relationship with Can and now she's with Özge Gürel, suggest some sort of rivalry or conflict among the women around her, especially when comparisons are made between their relationships and the loyalty Demet has shown toward her ex. The presence of Özge Gürel in Can's life, even after his breakup with Demet, continues to spark speculation and, for some, reveals contradictions in Demet's intentions. One of the harshest observations targets Demet's public image. Many of her followers see her as a woman who smiles through adversity, something that can be seen as strength, but also as a mask hiding the pain or insecurity in her personal life. Still, it's important to note that while the comments may seem harsh, the criticism also stems from admiration for her work and her courage to keep going despite adversity. Her life, like that of many public figures, is under constant scrutiny, and people tend to project their expectations onto her happiness and well-being.